we've just got information, Ambassador Kantha, that Prime Minister Modi has spoken to President Putin. President Putin briefed Prime Minister on latest developments concerning Ukraine. The Prime Minister, and this is a statement coming in from the government, the Prime Minister reiterated India's consistent position for peaceful resolution of the conflict. Leaders reaffirmed commitment to further deepen the India-Russia special and privileged strategic partnership. The Prime Minister invited President Putin to visit India later this year for the annual bilateral summit. Both leaders reviewed the progress in the bilateral agenda, reaffirmed their commitment to further deepen the partnership. How do you see this conversation at a time when India and US are involved in very tense trade negotiations? This would also be important in terms of having a solution on what's happening in the US.
Well, first of all, thank you, Parikshit, for asking me to join this conversation. Prime Minister's telephonic conversation with President Putin and what has been put out by Government of India is along expected lines. As you know, National Security Advisor Mr. Ajit Doval was in Moscow a few days ago. He had met with President Putin, and it was widely expected that President Putin will come to India for annual bilateral summit. India has treated its strategic relationship with Russia as something very critical, not something which is negotiable. It has been a factor of continuity and stability in our foreign policy. So even you would have looked at comments coming from our government after President Trump indicated that he is going to impose an additional tariff for 25% because India is importing oil from Russia. Our rejoinder was quite strong there. So I believe that India's strategic engagement with Russia will continue. And this will happen no matter how developments pertaining to Ukraine shape. In fact, as you're aware, we took certain position regarding Russian operations or Russian attack on Ukraine, which took care of our national interest and also to some extent factored in circumstances under which President Putin decided to take this action. Though, of course, we don't quite believe in sovereignty and territorial integrity of any country being violated. So, as far as India-Russia relations are concerned, I don't think we are going to show much, flexibility in the sense that they will not do anything under pressure. As for continued import of oil from Russia, this is also governed by market factors. Already, discount which was being made available by Russia had come down quite significantly, just to about $5 a barrel. And if you factor in insurance and other things, it was even less. So how that decision is taken, frankly, we don't know at this point of time.
Right.
But the broader relationship will continue to prioritize and do so proceeding from a strategic perspective.
Right. Ambassador Sarna, coming to you, how do you read the timing of this conversation right now? You think this could further irk Donald Trump? He's himself meeting Putin in a few days from now.
Well, I think if it irks him, then all to the good, honestly speaking. I don't think at this stage people are being really overly concerned about the way things are taken, because we have had a very rough handling by Mr. Trump. And I think India is fully within its rights to talk to other partners as and when we feel the need. I mean, Donald Trump can say that don't import Russian oil, but he can't stop the leaders from talking to each other. So I think the timing is good, in fact. I think, as I said, I mean, the point of appeasement is long gone. And I think you have to make, if you have, he's not going to take subtle messages or subtle hints. It is, we have to say, listen, we do have other partners. We are a large country with a very important relationship, not just with the US, but as Ashok just said, with the Russian Federation and several other countries. So I think that the points don't have to be subtle. We don't have to worry too much about timing. We don't have to worry too much about how Mr. Trump's sensitivities are going to be harmed by something that we do in our national interest. And we just have to do it. I think if other countries want to kowtow and give him gifts of, aeroplanes, and companies want to gift him mobiles made of 25 karat gold, by all means, let them do it. But I don't think that behoves India in any fashion to be doing any sort of appeasement anymore. We have been nice. We have done a fair amount of appeasement. We've done a fair amount of flattery, if I may use that word. And I think the time for that is now over.
Right. That's an important point, Ambassador Sarna. Now, if